Lesson 14.4, multiplying a polynomial by a monomial. Again, this is something that we have done before, but it was under a different name. It was called distributive property, and we've done that all year long, so this shouldn't be a huge difference today. I think some of the polynomials might be a little bit longer than what we're used to, but that's just to get you the practice of the multiplying. Make sure that if there is a variable outside of the parentheses that you're distributing through, that you add exponents. So when you multiply variables with the same base, you add the exponents on those variables. If there's not a variable written there, then the exponent is just a 1. All right, so we're going to start off with something we definitely have seen before. 5 times the quantity 7y plus 4. So that just means we're going to take 5 times 7y, which is what? 35y. And then 5 times 4, so you have to say plus 20. And we only deal with one sign at a time, so you decide your sign before you go to write it down. Don't ever put double signs because that's too confusing. That's it. That's the answer. That's what you would write. Now, each one of these I'm going to add something a little different for the example. So the next one has a variable out in front, so that changes it just slightly. We have to take 2y and distribute it through 5y plus 1. So 2y times 5y, you would take the 2 times 5, which is 10, and y times y, they both have 1s as exponents, so 1 plus 1 is 2, so 10y to the second, and then 2y plus 1, so 2y times 1 is just 2y. Questions about that? Distributing your 2y through there, just make sure you bring it along with every term. Okay, any surprises there? All right. Next one, we're going to add a little bit more to it. It's a negative 10 u to the second. That's what I'm distributing through, okay? U cubed minus 5. So I got to take negative 10 u squared times u to the third. Well, u to the third, what number's in front of it? Oh, what is it? There's no number in front of it, so it's automatically a 1. So negative 10 times 1 makes it negative 10. And u to the second times u to the third would be u to the fifth. You add the exponents when we're doing this. And then I have to take negative 10 u to the second times negative 5. A negative times a negative is what? So you put plus, and then 10 times 5 is 50, and then there's a u squared that you have to bring along. Negative 10 u to the fifth plus 50 u to the second. Questions? All right, the next one, I've added that one in just because it's different. It's got the number you distribute, or the monomial, on the back side, on the right. So I'm going to distribute like this, negative 2x, and you go all the way back to 5x squared. So negative 2 times 5 would be negative 10, and x times x to the second would be x to the third. Then I take negative 2x times, it's negative 2x. So negative times negative makes it a positive. 2 times 2 is 4, and x times x is x to the second. And then I take negative 2x times negative 4, so negative times negative makes it a plus. 2 times 4 is 8. And there is an x that we need to take along. All right, we're adding another little issue, and this is 2 variables on the outside that I got to distribute through. But just, take it through like you would anything else. So we're taking 6a to the second, b to the second, and distributing it through the polynomial 4a to the second minus 3ab plus 5b to the third. So just go one step at a time. I'm going to take this and multiply it by 4a to the second. So you go 6 times 4, 24. There's an a in both of them, a to the second and a to the second. So it would be a to the fourth. And there's a b to the second on the outside, so you just kind of bring that along. 24, a to the fourth, b to the second. All right, next. 6a to the second b squared, I got to take it times negative 3ab. So positive 6 times negative 3 would be what? Negative 18. I've got a to the second times an a, makes it a to the third. B to the second times b makes it b to the third. And 6a to the second, b to the second times 5b cubed for the last step. So 6 times 5, they're both positive. So positive 30. You go in alphabetical order. So a to the second, well, there's not one in the other term, so you just do a to the second again. B squared times b to the third would be b to the how much? Fifth. B to the fifth. Okay, questions about that one? If you understood that one, you're good to go. I mean, really. I think that's probably as complicated as it's going to get. Okay, we've got one more, huh?
Are we going to any ones like that on our homework?
Probably. Okay, 3m times the quantity 2m plus 4m. This one's a little bit, I think it's just because it's different letters. So let's distribute that. 3m times 2m. So 3 times 2 is 6. And m times m is what? M to the second. And then 3m times 4n. So 3 times 4 is 12. And the m doesn't have a partner, so you bring it. And the n doesn't have a partner, so you bring it down. And there you go. 6m to the second plus 12mn. And that is it. That's multiplying a polynomial by a monomial.